What's good, everybody, and welcome into the Early Edge, powered as always by SportsLine. I am your faithful leader, the coach, and I got to tell you, this is starting to become a little too ridiculous. Coming off another winning day at the show, 6-2, and it almost seems like an afterthought. 2-1 in MMA. Ian Parker continues to kill it as the PFL made its return last night. Do not forget, we have a very special UFC 261 episode in your feed right now to get you ready for the big pay-per-view tonight. I just want to take a quick second, though, also to thank all of you for all of your engagement, for all of your building the community the reason we built this show, the reason we started this show. And I tell you what, you're really growing with us, and we're trying to change the game and do it in a positive fashion with a positive mindset. With that in mind, let's bring in my cappers right now. And there he is, the hottest man on planet Earth. Literally 14-0, 14 straight winners right here on the Early Edge. M Squared, good morning.
Good morning, Coach. I've still got the hoodie, got the glasses, got the Crocs on my feet, as everyone has been asking. We haven't changed anything here, so ready to go. Only got one play today so far, but it is one that I absolutely love, and I cannot wait to share it with you.
That's okay. We always talk about quality over quantity, right? I'm wearing the same shirt, too, because I'm superstitious that I'm going to ruin your streak. But because of your streak, we have a winner in our Perfect Parlay contest from YouTube, and it's a guy that plays every single day, and we're so happy that he was able to win today at Balboa 3001. His best bet, the Reds over. And last night, all kinds of crazy things were happening. The Reds scored 3 in the top of the 9th to lose by 1, but we had the over at SportsLine. Cash that ticket. A reminder, when you go leave your best bet at the YouTube page, leave your Twitter handle. It's the only way we can get a hold of you. And then if you win and one of our cappers is perfect, then the jeweler will contact you when you win a year-long subscription to SportsLine. Now, Zack Attack. You got to feel nervous today sitting next to the man. How are you, sir?
Oh, I'm doing well, Coach. You know what? I love to see runs like that. 4 months into the show, Larry's had the streaks in college basketball. Love to see it from Mike. Hope to add to it today.
Oh, we know you're going to add to it. All right, let's jump in right now. The storylines that could affect the betting lines today, and we have successfully started this campaign, Mikey, to steer people away from the NBA. But there are some plays here and there that people want to focus on. Give me what you got today.
Yeah, let's start with the rematch here. Philly and Milwaukee. Joel Embiid is questionable this time. Ben Simmons has already been ruled out. Korkmaz is questionable as well in that one. For the Detroit Pistons, it looks like they're going to play a little bit today, as we've got Jeremy Grant, Wayne Ellington, Corey Joseph, Mason Plumlee, all listed as probable ahead of this game. That is something new that we haven't seen from them much over the last few weeks of the season. They're taking on the Pacers, who are shorthanded. Sabonis out. I believe Miles Turner still out. Jeremy Lamb questionable. Doug McDermott questionable. A lot of question marks there. Indy only 4.5-point favorites over the Detroit Pistons. In the Lakers game, Anthony Davis returned. I expect that minutes limit will definitely remain intact for a little bit longer. They are 2.5-point road dogs against the Dallas Mavericks, and that is with Kristaps Porzingis and Maxi Kleber both listed as questionable. For the Chicago Bulls, Zach LaVine still out, getting close to making his return, but he is not going to play. Victor Oladipo obviously still out for the Miami Heat. He's around 4 to 5 games away from making his return. And then, of course, we have the Houston Rockets on the slate. John Wall played last night, will not play tonight. So it's Wall, Gordon, Exum, Christian Wood doubtful tonight, Kevin Porter out, David Nwaba out. Tate is questionable. Bradley's questionable. Sterling Brown is questionable. The entire team is questionable in that one. They are 13.5-point underdogs against the Denver Nuggets, who are also on the second night of a back-to-back and will be without Paul Millsap and Will Barton.
Yeah, and the Denver Nuggets got beat last night by Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors, who are quietly a really fun team to watch play. Remember, it's a Saturday, and so there are start times across the board, especially in the NBA. But, Zach, you've got a storyline today that people may not have been paying attention to, but they should start.
Well, the Knicks, they've been incredible. An 8-game win streak, and they actually have an early game today at less than 3 hours from now against the Toronto Raptors. It's a rematch from April 11th where the Knicks won by just 6 points. We're seeing a half-point spread differential from that game. But in that game, the Raptors were without OG Anunoby and Fred VanVleet, so that's something to keep in mind for today. But I'm be interested to see how things unfold in that matchup.
Well, LeBron James said last night on Twitter that or on a podcast, one of the two, that when the Knicks are good, it's better for the NBA. And it really, really is. Tom Thibodeau has that team playing incredible basketball. They have cashed for us several times, and I'm sure we'll be writing them at some point. All right, let's jump into our plays for the day. We're going to start with our SportsLine plays. We got 2 today, and don't forget, use the promo code EDGE. We're going to give you 30 days for new subscribers, new followers, 30 days for free, and by then you're playing with house money, and it's all good. You get access to the cappers, to the simulations, everything. Use that promo code EDGE. All right, both of our plays today, they come from the NHL. Hurricane Panthers over 5.5 goals, 7 each, and they're going to drop the puck. This hits in our simulations over 61% of the time. The over is 4-1-1 in the last 6 meetings between these two teams in Florida. Play the over. Play number 2. Now, this is a rematch from just a couple of days ago. It was a sweat. Oh, but if you're not sweating, you're not living. Capitals plus 115, and that is Chiefs dog of the day. Dog of the day. See there? Nothing. Now, the Capitals. They did win last time in a shoot. And we're going to back them again tonight. This is beautiful. All right. M squared, it's that time of the show. You know the drill, son. 14 times you've done it in a row. Give it to me.
All right, Coach, let's get number 15. I only have one play today, but follow along on social media. There's a good chance I will have something pop up in the afternoon based on how the weather shapes out. We do have a lot of weather across the slate today. But my one play, Kansas City Royals minus 110 on the road against the Detroit Tigers, taking on Matthew Boyd. Boyd has been really good so far this season. He's been able to pitch deep into games. I think that changes a little bit here today. So in his last start, he threw his fastball 55% of the time and the changeup 23% of the time. He's going to have to work in his slider a lot more against this Royals lineup, as the fastball and the changeup are 2 pitches this lineup hits very well, especially against left-handed pitching at the top. With Whit Merrifield, Carlos Santana, Soler, and even Hunter Dozier. I like him in this matchup quite a bit. I make the Royals minus 126 in my simulations. I think we might see a little buy on them as this game gets a little closer to the first pitch here. But the reason why they're not a bigger favorite is Matthew Boyd. I will say he has been very good so far. However, I think this is a potential trouble spot for him against this lineup. Market is not quite caught up to how good the Kansas City Royals actually are this season. Take the Royals minus 110.
And I just got to say, during your streak, the highest odds that you've given out is minus 135, and the average odds is underdog odds. That's how good you have been. You're not picking huge favorites all the time. You're really digging deep, and we appreciate that. Royals over the Tigers, 110 Eastern. So get that play in. It's an early start today. All right, I'm going to throw a play in from the Zurich Classic. Very difficult to handicap this event this week, but I did find a matchup today. 12:06 Eastern is the tee time, so you got to get that in very quickly as well. Cam Smith and Leishman, minus 137 over Kokrak and Pat Perez. Remember, it's a team event. They played very well the first couple of days, and I think they will play well again today. Today is the best ball version, and then tomorrow will be the alternate shot again. All right, Zack Attack, the floor is yours, sir.
I'm going to focus on both night games in Major League Baseball, Coach, starting with the Marlins plus 135 against San Francisco. The Marlins, they've been abysmal, 1-5 over their last 5 games. 3 of those losses have been against San Francisco, 2 in last week's series and 1 yesterday. But what I like in this matchup, pitcher Pablo Lopez, he faced the Giants last Sunday. It was unfortunate. They lost 1-0, but he threw 9 strikeouts, was very effective. And Kevin Gausman today started for the Giants, did not pitch in last week's series. So I think they'll have the pitching upper hand, and they'll get the runs they need tonight in the late game. And then the Dodgers, minus 140, a very cheap price for the Dodgers. We know they've lost 4 of their last 5, but the last time they lost 3 straight home games was July 2019 against the Padres. You look at Mookie Betts, he's very familiar with Blake Snell from his days with the Red Sox, had a lot of success, especially early in Snell's career. And then you look at Trevor Bauer. He pitched 6 strong innings last Sunday. The bullpen let him down in that one. I think they extend him an extra inning in this one, take it out of the bullpen's hands, and the Dodgers get back on track tonight.
Yeah, Zach, I really think that price is indicative of what the market feels about the Dodgers right now, having lost, like you said, the 4 out of 5. But they're way too good to stay on an extended losing streak. All right, we're up against it. Grab your paper, grab your pencil. Jeweler, thank you very much. Here is the recap. M Squared looking for 15 straight. He's on the Royals today, minus 110. That's a 110. Ironic. 110 first pitch, and they're minus 110. All right. Zack Attack, he's got 2 games today. Marlins, plus 135. Both of these are late. Dodgers, minus 140. I'm putting in a play from the Zurich Classic. Smith Leishman's minus 137 over Kokrak and Perez. And then from SportsLine, Hurricanes, Panthers over 5.5 goals. And the Capitals are Chiefs dog of the day, plus 115 over the Islanders. And then our Jewelers Gym parlay of the day. In the last 2 days, we've had a 4-teamer, and we've hit 3 and lost the last leg. And last night, a minus 335 favorite in the Bruins cost us what would have been an amazing 4-team parlay. Today, we're going to go 3 teams. We're going to go Marlins plus 135, Canes, Panthers over 5.5 goals, and the Braves on the run line, courtesy of the SDQL Gurus from SportsLine. They like the Braves on the run line. So do we. That's going to pay plus 746 when you put a nice little bow on those 3 plays. Feels good. You've got your marching orders. Let's take every single ticket straight to the pay window. For Zack Attack, for Chief, for M Squared. Let's make it 15 in a row for the Jeweler. I am the coach. Don't forget UFC tonight and plays all day long. So look at the times, the starting times. Remember, this is the only place for your daily before 11 a.m., 10 minutes or less, most of the time, early edge. Good luck.